evening, good morning, good afternoon, whichever applies to you. I thought tonight, with the holidays coming up, we could discuss some fragrance options, since that's always a very popular gift this time of year. And it can be a bit of a personal gift, depending on what the person's into. So there are, of course, plenty of options that we're going to cover right now, but there are also a myriad more out there and available. This video is absolutely not sponsored. I just happen to really enjoy fragrance and talking about it, and we're friends here, so it's just something fun that I thought we could look through tonight. So I hope you have a cup of tea or coffee or whatever you're drinking. No judgments here. No judgment, besties. But kick back and enjoy, and let me know down below what your favorite fragrances are. And maybe we have some in common. Wouldn't that be neat? So first, I have the Dime Beauty by Dan de Bois. I think that's how you pronounce it. The description for this is: fall in love with our new Clean perfume. Dan de Bois is feminine, bold, and intoxicating. A sophisticated, multi-layered scent featuring warm tones of cedarwood and subtle, fresh florals. Turn heads and stand out as you explore the world with Dan de Bois, French for into woods. To the woods. This perfume is made from only clean ingredients and contains organic sugarcane alcohol in place of commonly used SD40. The notes in this are woods, leather, saffron, jasmine, and amber. It's really very nice. It's clean. I definitely get the wood. It's not floral. It's not in your face, even though there is jasmine in it. Jasmine kind of takes a back seat. I like this one a lot. Well, I'm not a huge fan of really floral or gourmand fragrances. I don't want to walk around smelling like sugar, personally. There are those that it works with their body chemistry. It's just not mine for me. This is very nice. I like this one quite a bit. You'll see that a lot of these are from Scentbird. Again, absolutely not sponsored. But I like that Scentbird gives you the chance to try the smaller travel-sized perfumes before you invest in the full amount. Because even, especially online, as I'm reading fragrance notes, I'm like, okay, but what does that smell like? Much less combined with all the other notes. And even if it smells amazing in the bottle or after you spray it, once it settles into your body chemistry, it could smell totally different. So I like that this is a really nice amount to try before you have to invest, if you choose to. Next, we have Floral Street London Poppy. The description for this is a fresh citrus floral. As I just said, I don't care for floral. I do like this one though. The ultimate urban mood lifter. Sicilian lemon and Florida orange bring the zing, while a salty marine note adds an unexpected twist. This vegan perfume is a love letter to London, a city as tough as everlasting poppies. Spray on London Poppy for a shot of urban energy. This vegan perfume is for the resilient, focused, dynamic, and energetic. The notes of this are Florida orange, neroli, Sicilian lemon, and marine accord. It smells like clean laundry in the very best way. I know they mentioned floral, but I don't pick up floral. I get a lot of the citrus. I smell that. And I suppose like a sea air, which I guess is that marine accord. I don't know what that is, but it smells nice. I guess that's what I'm smelling. It's very nice. Again, it's like you would walk by someone and be like, wow, they smell clean. I would love this in a candle. That would be amazing. Yeah, that'd be really nice in a candle. Next, we have Versace Bright Crystal. As I was going through my perfumes for this video, I found I actually had 2 of these, so I suppose I really like it. I gave the duplicate to my daughter, though, for her, because she's just starting to get into fragrance, and this one's not too heavy, but let's read about it. Versace Bright Crystal. Bright Crystal is the scent soundtrack to first love. Frosted, almost ripe pomegranate and yuzu fruit fade into enthusiastic floral heart of wide-eyed peony, backed by the serenity and sass of lotus and magnolia. A rich base of sweet amber, woods, and bright musk complements the white florals. The notes in this are musk, lotus, mahogany, amber, and yuzu. This one is very different from the first 2. I think I smell the amber first. Musk, definitely. It's definitely very bright. I would wear this in the spring. I like to have certain scents for certain seasons. Because of the bright freshness of this one would be spring. The Floral Street London Poppy, I think, could kind of go throughout the year because it doesn't have like a lightness or a heaviness. It just has a clean smell. And the Dan Dubois, let's see. That one has a much sweeter smell to it. Very clean. I would do that as a fall scent. I picture someone like walking through the woods with this one. That'd be nice for a fall scent. You know what I should do is organize my scents by season. That's the word I was thinking of. Next we have Floral Street Neon Rose. I have 2 Floral Street scents, this one and the London Poppy, and I really like both of them. Spoiler alert. So I guess I really enjoy the Floral Street company. The description for this is a super clean, super floral perfume. I guess I do like floral. This is what a rose would smell like if it were neon. Freshly chopped jasmine and roses draped around your neck. Crisp green angelica leaves bring a botanical dimension, while fresh bergamot floats overhead. You've never smelled flowers like this before. Individual and bold, the vibrantly vegan neon rose is a leader among fragrances. This vegan perfume is for the fiery, striking, and expressive. I don't know that I'm any of those 3, but I do enjoy this one. The notes of this one are pear, bergamot, juniper berries, apple blossom, and galbanium. I will say, if I do have a floral, typically like 9 times out of 10 it's going to have a bergamot in it, because bergamot to me is very citrusy and I really enjoy that scent. So much so, I actually planted bergamot in my garden this past year. I smell the bergamot a lot in this one. I don't know that I pick up the apple, but it could just be so well blended. I smell the pear. If you like pear scents, I think they would like this one. Or if you know someone who would, I think they would like this one quite a bit. It's another bright one. I would say this one would be good spring into summer. It's really pretty. I like that one a lot. Obviously, I have it. Next we have Katherine Malandrano Dream. And the description for this is, let your senses become entranced by a floral, fruity fragrance, balanced by a note of delicate peony and nougat, softened with a sheer musk. Find yourself in a dream state, floating in pure bliss. That's quite the claim. The notes in this one are apple, rhubarb, nougat, peony, and sheer musk. I love reading the descriptions on perfumes and fragrances because they can be making quite the claims. So let's see if we float off in pure bliss, shall we? It is nice. I haven't smelled this one in a long time. I get the apple, the peony, definitely. I'm thinking that's rhubarb. I've never actually had rhubarb. I'd like to try it. Maybe next year we can do a rhubarb pie together. Houdini just walked in. Hi, buddy. Yes, hi. He's like, Mom, you're sitting on the floor. Lay down. Lay down. Lay down. That's really nice. I like that one. That's I would say late winter into spring. The apple really carries that. That's very nice. We are on the floor in my room. I put up my Christmas tree a couple weeks ago, and Houdini, it's his first Christmas, has been really enjoying the lights. Next we have Tennis étoilé et du parfum. I'm very sorry, I'm not French, so please bear with me on that. This is by Grace de Monac. The description of this one is with top notes of sparkling citrus, rhubarb, and cassis, and a bouquet of bright flowers in all shades of yellow, white, pink, and green. Tennis étoilé is tender with lily of the valley, spicy geranium, fruity freesia, and magnificent roses. Apparently Houdini wants to smell these as well. All profits from the sale of Grace de Monaco products support her wish to nurture the brightest stars of tomorrow in theater, dance, and film through the Princess Grace Foundation. So that's pretty cool. The notes of this one are lily of the valley, spicy geranium, citrus, rose, and accord of musk. I will say, whenever we put on lotion in this house, Houdini has to come right over and lick it off of us. So he could have been catching the scents of the perfumes, thinking lotion was going on. Yeah. I think this one may come down to personal taste. To me, it smells like an expensive version of Pine Sol. I'm really sorry. But I like Pine Sol. Just I wouldn't want to wear it as a perfume. I might spray this in a room to make people think I've recently cleaned. And they walk in like, wow, it smells nice in here. I don't know that I'd wear it as a perfume though. Yeah, that's definitely what it is. Just to me, just reads as Pine Sol. It may be different with a body chemistry though. It's not bad at all. It's very pretty. It's just not what I would wear as a perfume, I don't think. Let me see if my daughter wants that one. Let's see, next we have the old school bottle from Scentbird. This one is Nest by Dahlia and Vines. The description of this says Nest by Dahlia and Vines et du Parfum Rollerball. This is not a rollerball, alright. Is dewy daffodils, peony, and rose, all blended with the essence of garden vines. This combination reveals romantic floral that exudes elegance, grace, and luxury. Again, 3 things I think that don't describe me. The notes in this are daffodil, peony, and rose. I have a fair amount of this left over, and obviously it is pretty old, so I don't know that I enjoy this one so much, because it does sound to be very floral heavy. Oh, I just got a punch up in the face. That is very floral heavy. Let's see. It's pretty. It's definitely a spring scent. Fun fact, daffodils are my favorite flower. I try to plant them every year, and they come back year after year, so I'm hoping one day to have a pretty daffodil heavy garden anyway. I smell the peony. Smell the rose. I don't know that I've ever smelled a fragrant daffodil, but maybe I'm not planting the right ones. I definitely get rose in that quite a bit though, so if you don't like rose, or whoever you're buying for doesn't care for rose, I would stay away from that one. It's pretty though, just not necessarily for my taste. Next we have Norell Elixir by Norell of New York. Again in the older style bottle. Abundant with appeal and allure, Norell Elixir is an attractive scented combination of white flowers juxtaposed with dark woods, reinforced by intoxicating cool spice. The fragrance captures the magic of Norell's hallmark, his sequined gowns that are adored by fashion insiders. Sultry, opulent, and highly addictive, Norell Elixir enthralls the senses. Let's see if we're going to be enthralled. The notes in this are Italian mandarin, pink pepper, and plum. I think this is the only one I have that has the scent with a note of plum in it. So ooh, that is spicy. I like that one a lot. It's different. It's not like a powdery floral. It reminds me a lot of Calvin Klein Obsession. I used to wear that quite a bit. Maybe it's the plum. Because I think I've smelled in a lot of different perfume combinations, pink pepper and Italian mandarin. This is really good for me because I always, again, I read notes and I'm like, okay, I don't know what that means. But to pick out when something's different, like this one, and to read what the notes are, I'm like, okay, maybe I like plum notes in my perfume. Because I like that one quite a bit. That's definitely, to me, a winter scent. It's a little bit heavier, a little bit spicier, a little warmer. I think like in the brightness of lightness of spring and summer, that would definitely kind of feel out of place to me. You do you. If you like it and want it all year, go to town, my friend. Who am I to say anything? Next we have Signorina by Salvador Ferragamo. The description of this is full flowing jasmine and powdered red currant paint a darkly seductive portrait. Hints of pink pepper, there we are again, and soft roses heighten the floral intensity, while a mischievous panna cotta note in the base tempts with sumptuous Italian dessert accents. The notes in this are musk, jasmine, patchouli, pink pepper, and rose. So again, we've had quite a few of these combinations in the past. Scents. So let's see what this one is. Nice. It's very light, very fresh. Probably from the jasmine. I would do this one probably in the spring, later winter, maybe even early winter if you wanted a light scent. I tend to like heavier scents in the winter time. This could be good all year round for someone who likes a lighter scent. Again, just because I like a heavier scent in the winter doesn't mean that everyone does, obviously. Next is a rollerball. This one is the Donna Karan Liquid Cashmere Black. I think I've heard this one's been discontinued, but you can still find it like on eBay and things like that. The description of this one is a floral, fruity fragrance for modern women. Sweet, savory, warm, complex, and intriguing. The notes of this one are black cherry, rose, jasmine, patchouli, sandalwood, and praline. Something I've learned about myself fairly recently is that I do enjoy a nice patchouli. I never thought that would be the case, but here we are. Let's see. It's a deeper, spicy scent. Probably the patchouli and the sandalwood coming forward. The black cherry in this is nice. It is a bit heavier. So again, I would be likely more inclined to wear this in the winter. Again, if you want to wear it year-round, that is certainly an option. But if you like scents seasonally like I do, I would not necessarily put this one in the spring or summer. But you do you. We are all different, right? Next is Black Opium by Yves Saint Laurent. This is a very deep perfume, dark color. Description. Black Opium has a dark, intoxicating side, softly balanced by fresh notes of orange blossom and pear, and enhanced by woody tones of patchouli. I'm gonna like it. Both energetic and familiar, the scent promises without unraveling, tells without really telling, making it the perfect expression of femininity and grace. The notes in this are pear, pink pepper, and orange blossom. The middle notes are coffee, jasmine, bitter almond, and licorice. What's your take on licorice? Like black licorice? Are you a fan or no? I like it. Can't eat it every day, but I like it in little batches. Like little black jelly beans. I like those. But I don't like fenugreek. Make that make sense, right? This is deep, but also sweet. I definitely get the coffee and the licorice forward for me in a good way. It mixes well with the pear, and I do smell the orange. I don't necessarily think I get the coffee, but the pear and the licorice come forward for me quite a bit. I like that quite a bit. Because of the licorice, to me it reads a little bit deeper and darker. So I don't know that I would wear it necessarily in the spring or summer. But again, everybody is different, and that's okay. Next, I have ArQuiste, I think. ArQuistes by Florianto. The description of this one is a spicy and sweet floral fragrance created from the flowers that accent Aztecs of Mexico, believed blended into the scent worn by the goddess of beauty. Tuberose, soft plumera, and creamy gardenia carry the fragrance of the goddess down to your skin. That sounds magical. Let's see if we get goddess skin. The notes of this are tuberose, magnolia, frangipane, and tagetes. Ooh, I can smell that. That's definitely, to me, gardenia. Yeah, creamy gardenia. I have 2 big gardenia bushes by my front door. In the spring and summer, they just, man, put out tons of gardenia flowers, which is one of my favorite, like, non-cutting flowers. It's really pretty. The smell is amazing. It's very heady. I get the tuberose. I get the magnolia. Definitely get the gardenia. It's a very heavy scent, though. I mean, as soon as I sprayed it, it was very much in my face. But it'll settle down and mellow out a bit. This smells like, if you were around back then, like in the early 90s, we had body oil, little balls, I guess. You put them in the bathtub and they would dissolve. That's what this reminds me of, in like a very good way, not like in a 1990s, 80s grandma perfume kind of way. It is very floral, though, so I'm kind of surprised I like it so much. It's really nice. So it's very heavy. Again, I would wear that personally, like in the wintertime, or like deep, deep fall. Next, we have a classic, La Vie est Belle by Lancome. Lancome. The description of this is the fragrance of happiness. Life is what you make of it. So beautiful with La Vie est Belle, the iconic women's fragrance by Lancome. A floral gourmand bouquet encapsulated with a crystal smile. I don't know what that's supposed to mean, but that's what it says. Blending the most notable ingredients, La Vie est Belle is an unforgettable fragrance. La Vie est Belle is a French expression meaning life is beautiful. It's about choosing your own path to happiness and inspiring others. Well, isn't that lovely? The notes of this are precious iris padelia, vibrant earthy patchouli, sensual warm vanilla, and spun sugar. That must be the gourmand aspect. As you can see, I've not used very much of this. Probably because it's gourmand and I don't care necessarily for gourmand on me. It's very nice to me. I just smell like the sugar with a bit of floral. It would be nice for a spring or summer scent. Summer would be really nice for this. I just don't think it's something that I would wear, again, because it is so gourmand scented to me. Next we have Vince Camuto by Vince Camuto. How original. The description is, our original fragrance by Vince Camuto is contemporary, sexy, and sophisticated. The top notes are enriched with intoxicating infusions of rum, absolute, and osmanthus nectar. The heart is opulent and floral, composed of Bulgarian rose and night blossoming jasmine, enhanced with leather notes, while the base incorporates vanilla absolute, sensual patchouli, hot Brazilian amber, and leathery musk. This rollerball is conveniently portable, so you can carry the floral scent anywhere. And I will say, that is one thing I enjoy about a rollerball, is you can just plunk it in your purse and not worry about the little compressor constantly going down and having your whole purse just like a perfume bomb going off. I like a nice rollerball. The notes of this, I already said, I do believe, are rum, ormanthus, leather, roses, jasmine, musk, patchouli, amber, and vanilla. I get the vanilla, the amber, the leather. I'm not sure what osmanthus smells like, but maybe that's what I'm picking up as well. I definitely get the patchouli, which means I do like it, and I do. This could be a nice summer into fall scent. It's a little slightly heavy. To me, I smell pear in this too. Maybe not, but they don't mention it, but I get like a fruity smell to it. That could be the jasmine. Yeah, I like that one. It's not necessarily something I would reach for on the daily during the late summer into fall, but it's nice. It's very pretty. I don't dislike it. That's a rave review, isn't it? I don't dislike it. It's fine. No, we're not to this one yet. Next, there we go. We have DKNY Be Delicious. The description for this one is, Be Delicious begins with a refreshing grapefruit and cucumber and a sensual undertone of magnolia to deepen the bright, watery zest. A gorgeous sweet apple note rises from a trio of tuberose, powdery roses, and soft violets, bedded down on a base of cool white woods and silken amber. The notes for this one are tuberose, sandalwood, amber, grapefruit, and rose. Ooh. Just waving it got me. Definitely floral. Definitely the rose comes through. The grapefruit kind of cuts through it, which is nice, so it's not so in your face floral. The grapefruit really adds quite a bit. I like that a lot. I get the amber. And maybe I'm learning what tuberose smells like. This is definitely a summer scent to me. Not one necessarily I would reach for quite a bit, but I do like that one. If I had somewhere to go in the summertime, I might wear that. Now we have Ash by Ashley Benson by the 8th. The description for this one is the 8th. Discover the allure of Paris with me through notes of bright bergamot, soft musk, and creamy cashmere woods. Sensual, effortless, elegant. The notes of this are bergamot, musk, and cashmere wood. Since we're discussing it, can someone tell me what cashmere wood is? I know cashmere, I believe, is... It's a goat hair, isn't it? Very soft fiber. Goat hair. Not fiber, but a very soft goat hair. So what is cashmere wood? I do like it. It smells, I smell the wood, so I mean, I definitely get that. It smells like a cedar, almost. That could be the musk complementing that. I love the smell of, like, good wood. Cedar smells really nice to me. This to me is very fall. I picture like the typical fall girl aesthetic with this. In the best way. No shade to that whatsoever. I love that. Going to the pumpkin patch. Taking a walk through the woods. Probably the cashmere woods. How very fancy. I like that a lot though. It's really nice. It's very fall to me. Again, in the best way. Next, I have, not that one. Not that one. Where are we? Let's see. Not that one. That's the one we just had. Let's try again. There we go. Next, we have Yes, by Confessions of a Rebel. I also like Confessions of a Rebel quite a bit. I have a couple of theirs. The description of this is effortlessly charismatic and cool girl chic. None of which I am or have. Attention seems to follow you wherever you go. And baby, you're enjoying every bit of the journey. When you enter a space, the air is electric, your energy is magnetic, and yes, your admirers are longing for more. Like a juicy secret accompanied by a mysterious smirk, the scent opens with a vibrant come-hither burst of Sicilian bergamot and pink grapefruit, as wild berries dance with vanilla musk to create a decadent, sultry vibe. These descriptions tickle me. The notes of this are Sicilian bergamot, pink grapefruit, wild berries, sandalwood, and vanilla musk. This is so nice. I think it could be a year-round scent, depending on, what you like. I definitely get the grapefruit. Definitely. To me, that comes forward first. The bergamot, it cuts through it nicely. The vanilla comes through as well. It's nice, deep sweetness to it, but not in a gourmand scent. To me, it doesn't read gourmand, like a sugar, but I definitely get the vanilla. I might get the undertone of the berries. I don't get much sandalwoodness at all. To me, it's very much the grapefruit and the bergamot with an undertone of vanilla and berries. But what do I know? If I didn't have these notes in front of me, I would be able to pick this out. I have a cheat sheet. But I do like that quite a bit. It's very nice. And again, it's year-round. I could wear that year-round. You get the idea. You know what year-round means. I hope by now you know the seasons of the year. Next we have Sanctuary by Red Panda. The description of this one is, just like the playful creature, that shares its name, Red Panda opens with an energetic blend of black currant and bamboo. Its soft, cuddly nature is mirrored by warm elements like vanilla orchid and sandalwood. White jasmine petals give the fragrance a spirited vibe. Fun fact about me. One of my nicknames through high school was Manda Panda, so I always have a soft spot for pandas. The notes in this are bamboo, leaf accord, blackberry currants, jasmine petals, there we are, creamy sandalwood, and vanilla orchid. I get the sandalwood. I smell a very subtle nod to the vanilla. I can get the jasmine because it's a floral edge to it. And the bamboo is nice and fresh. This one's really nice. To me, this might be something I would wear to bed. I like to put a fragrance on before I go to sleep. It's very soothing, very calm. Sanctuary, it's a good name for it. It's very light and clean. I like that one quite a bit. It's not necessarily a date night perfume, maybe not a first date, but like a little bit further on. That would work. I mean, it's very pretty. I don't think anyone's gonna be like, ooh, no, not at all. It's very, very nice. I don't know what I'm talking about most of the time. This one is another one by Confessions of a Rebel called Get a Room. Speaking of date nights. This one, the description for it says, all heat and plenty of skin. Forbidden apple is layered with mandarin and stripped down woody notes. A sensual melody of vanilla, praline, and a touch of spice. Send your heart skipping a beat, and then some. Draw the blinds, bolt the door. This is gonna get good. The notes of this are apple tree, mandarin, cypress, vanilla, and clary sage. Let's see. I don't know that it lives up to the hype necessarily. I get the apple, that's really nice. The vanilla and the sage. I don't know that I get cypress, but then again, I don't know that I could pick out cypress, so it could be very cypress heavy and I wouldn't know. Just being honest. It's nice. It's very clean smelling. It's very pretty. It's not musky, which I tend to like quite a bit in these kinds of scents for like a date night. I think it could be a nice year-round spring scent. It's very pretty. Clean though. That's what comes forward to me the most, just clean. Next we have Vintage Bloom by Jessica Simpson. I have no idea how or why I got this, but I have it, so let's go over it. The Vintage Bloom Eau de Parfum spray for women is a highly intoxicating fragrance from the design house Jessica Simpson. Introduced in the year 2012, this fresh fragrance opens with citrusy top notes of lime and lemon. At the middle lie the sparkling notes of peony and raspberry bloom that embody passion and desire. The fragrance ends with a soft base of sandalwood and musk for a signature that believes in elegant addiction. I can't think of too many addictions that are elegant, but okay, we'll roll with it. Speaking of rolling with it, this is a roller ball. The notes in this are lemon, lime, peony, raspberry bloom, and musk. As you can see, this one is extremely full, and I've had it for, like, still very full. I've had it for a year or two, so I don't know that I ever really gave it a chance. Let's see. It's nice. Again, it's very clean. I definitely get the citrus, lemon, lime. Maybe with the peony coming through. It's a year-round scent. It's not something that I would stop someone personally and be like, oh my goodness, what are you wearing? It's beautiful. It's pretty standard, run-of-the-mill. Somebody walks by and you're like, oh, okay, they smell nice. That's great. So as we were saying, it's not anything that I would pick out as being unique. It's very generic. That's the word I'm thinking of. And I'm sorry, if it's your favorite, that's amazing. Maybe on your body chemistry, it just sings. To me, on a piece of paper out of the bottle, it just reads like a generic perfume. If you can get it on sale, go for it, I guess. It's a safe bet to give like anyone, I'm so sorry if you like it. I don't dislike it. It's fine. It's just generic. Next, we have... I think I'm missing one. Maybe not. What is this? No, that's that. Mm-mm. Bear with me, my friends. Oh, there's that one. Okay, we're back on track. So, speaking of older scent birds, this is their old travel case, I guess. Inside this one is the Amore Forbidden Kiss by Cashmere, we'll say. The description for this one is Amore Forbidden Kiss, launched in 2011. The perfume aims at the younger population, slightly darker than its predecessor, and is inspired by rebellious and forbidden love. It opens with a fresh veil of grapefruit, mandarin, and pink pepper. Frangipani, flower, and coffee within the heart, while the base leaves a trace of oriental and dense vanilla and white musk. The notes are grapefruit, mandarin, pink peppercorn, frangipani flower, coffee, vanilla, white musk. Again, something I've learned doing this is I guess I like grapefruit. Grapefruit smells. I don't necessarily care for grapefruit itself. Ooh, that is unique. I get the coffee. I get the cleanliness of the grapefruit, but I don't necessarily know that I would pick that out. The pink peppercorn is nice. The mandarin is really nice. It's very fresh. The musk is nice too. It has a hint, just the slightest hint to me, and it's probably the vanilla white musk, of a tobacco, like a pipe tobacco. It's a bit sweet. That one I would stop someone and be like, what are you wearing? That's amazing. But then again, I also really like pipe tobacco scents, but it's not heavy whatsoever. And it's just that passing note of it. It's not a pipe tobacco scent forward at all. It's just at the very tail end of it. It's just, ooh, that's different. That's really nice. Ooh, I like that one quite a bit. I may have to put that on here later. Next we have Be Desired by DKNY. The description for this is, with this fragrance, the house DKNY is inviting you into their garden. A modern green playpen, it is a fresh, lush, wet, and addictive scent that will surely capture the attention of those around you. The notes of this are orange, black currant, violet, and iced grapefruit. As you can see, this is also pretty full still. I've had this for quite a while, so I don't know that I necessarily reach for it that often. And to be very frank and honest, I don't really go anywhere, and when I do, I tend to forget to put on perfume. So I guess I just tend to hoard it and never use it. At least not that often. There are some that are quite empty, but I'm trying to step more into it. And the ones that are empty, I guess I just wear to bed. Let's see. Did I say the notes in this are orange, black currant, violet, and iced grapefruit? I don't know that I really pick up anything. Let's see. I get the grapefruit. I don't don't know that I necessarily get anything other than the grapefruit. I guess the orange, since it's also a citrus. It's very fresh, very clean, definitely a spring scent to me. Obviously, it's not something I would reach for that often because I haven't. Now, my friends, we're going to have a little chit chat. This one is extremely special to me, and it is my favorite of all of my perfumes that I have. This one is Black Orchid by Tom Ford. This is stupid expensive. So as you can see, I have the teeny tiniest little bottle of it. I have been hoarding this for years and using it very sparingly because it is so expensive. One day I may save my pennies and buy it, like the jar, the full size. Oh, but man, that's going to be a tough day. Because I tend to be fairly frugal. The description of this is Black Orchid's dark feast begins with intensely sweet hothouse jasmine and gardenia, with their dropping petals backlit by black currant and bergamot. An oil-painted orris note follows in the heart, infused with deep fruit and spice accords. Gourmand chocolate and vanilla accents heighten the midnight velvet base. And all of that to me sounds like a very deep, spicy, middle of the night kind of perfume. And it absolutely delivers. It's beautiful. It is a roller ball. I'm hesitant to even put it on here because I don't want to use any of it. The notes of this are patchouli, orchid, and ylang ylang. That is so beautiful. I wear this during the winter a lot. And I remember one year, because I've had this for several years. My feet are falling asleep. Okay. I remember one year after I'd pulled out my winter coat from the previous year. As soon as I pulled it out, just this wave of beautifulness hit me in the face. And I was like, oh, what is that? And then I remembered I would put it on behind my ears every morning, and then my coat would rub against it. And so it carried, and this scent stays. Put it on in the morning, it's still there at night. It's beautiful. It's not something you put on and it wears off within 15, 20 minutes, and you're like, I just put this perfume on and I can't smell it anymore. Even if you're nose blind to it, people also will not smell, some scents after a few minutes. And this one stays all day long, and you use the smallest amount. Like I've said, I've had this for years, and I wear it all winter, every winter, and I'm still only like halfway down with it. So if I do ever invest in, and I'm sure I will at some point because I just love it that much, when I invest into a large full-size bottle, that will last me probably the rest of my life. I will pass it on. It'll be an heirloom, hopefully. So last and not least, I lately have been going on a bit of a nostalgic vibe. And to me, there is nothing more nostalgic than this scent. I wore it all through high school. I enjoy it quite a bit right now, and now my daughter loves it as well and wants her own bottle. I mean, come on. It had to be in this. As you know, this is the CK1 by Calvin Klein. And the description of this is reminiscent of the perfect summer day spent on the beach. 100% agree. CK1 Eau de Toilette by Calvin Klein was introduced in 1994. Designed as a unisex fragrance, imagine the sun on your face from the first spritz, where juicy pineapple and sweet mandarin orange notes take hold. Feel the warmth of the sand between your toes as heart notes of intense nutmeg envelop you, and let your worries float away in the cool night ocean air as earthy notes of sandalwood and amber surround you. The notes of this are bergamot, papaya, lemon, mandarin orange, cardamom, green notes, pineapple, lily of the valley, jasmine, orris root, violet, nutmeg, and oak moss. And of course, sandalwood. I mean, I'm assuming most of you probably know what this smells like, but to me it very much smells like summer. Specifically, summers in middle school and high school. 94? Let's see, I was 11. So yeah, middle school definitely. It's just fresh and clean. And it's a unique clean. It's not like a generic, someone lit a clean laundry smelled candle. Someone walks by wearing CK1, you know exactly what it is to me. The sandalwood is very forward. The bergamot, of course. I don't know that I get the cardamom or the nutmeg. Definitely get jasmine. Lily of the Valley is very nice. I get the beach vibe. It's probably the sandalwood though. I love CK1. And the best thing is it's not terribly expensive. It's not going to break your bank. This whole gigantic bottle was less than like $40. I think it was like $32. And that is all I have for today. I do have some other fragrances, but I didn't think you wanted me to ramble too much about fragrances. Hopefully, if you are, again, considering buying any fragrances for someone you know or for yourself with all the Black Friday sales coming up, you have found something that strikes your fancy. Again, this is very much not sponsored. I just love fragrances. So I appreciate your time. I appreciate you being here, and I appreciate you. Thank you for joining me. The dogs have kind of left me alone now, but I hope you have a great day.